Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to part 2 of Destiny, the beta on the Xbox One. We decided to skip through a little bit of the trash and head straight to the second boss for this part of the Let's Play to show you guys, give you guys a little bit of tips, a little bit of tactics on how to beat the Devil Walker that just dropped right in front of us. And for those of you with good ears, you'll know that the voice that was just talking to you while I was rudely interrupted is Peter Dinklage, the guy from the dwarf from Game of Thrones. He's the voice acted character for the Ghost, which is your main AI helper throughout your adventures on Destiny. There's been a mixed feedback on him. Some people say that his voice acting is a bit fake. It doesn't seem very real. I, for one, don't. I'm neither here nor there. I'm not entirely sold on it, but I don't think it's too bad. I don't think it's worth too much criticism. But overall, yeah, it's pretty good. So anyway, for this fight, ladies and gentlemen, you want to divide and conquer, basically. And unfortunately, because of this part of the, again, the game is in beta, my damage markers are not showing, so I'm hitting targets and it's not showing how much damage I'm doing. But what you want to know if you want to beat this boss is, in general, you want to target those leg pieces, those leg plates that are highlighting as when you shoot them. Those are the most vulnerable parts, and when you bring them down, when you actually destroy them, the Devil Walker will open up and basically expose itself to a vulnerability. So that's how to kill. That's step one. Right now, I'll also cover the different attacks that the Devil Walker has. Right now, he's actually about to shoot his main cannon. I'd say that, I guess it's his primary attack. It's a pretty simple thing. It's pretty easy to avoid. It can get you sometimes if you're distracted, if you're paying attention to other things, if you're fighting ads that do occasionally pop up in the fight. But basically, you'll get a good warning when it prepares to shoot. You'll see a red laser. If you replay the video in the back, you'll see that there's a big laser, guiding laser for the main cannon before it's shot. Hopefully he'll do it again, so you can point it out when it happens. So that's the primary attack. He's got a secondary attack. Oh, actually, before I continue on that, see, we broke that leg, which made this core, the central core part, expose itself. And although you can't see the damage markers, it does a lot of critical damage to the vehicle, so that's how essentially you expedite the process on killing the boss. Anyway, the second attack that he has is kind of hard to see from this angle, from the angle I've decided to hit this guy from, but he's got rocket launchers on the side of his main cannon, on the turret, which is shot more often than the actual main cannon itself. These things can one-shot you, just like the main cannon can. They have a little bit less splash load than the main cannon, so they are a little bit easier to avoid. You still do not want to be caught on open ground when they're shot at you. You want to use some cover, you want to use some protection. Right now, these exploding mines that are bouncing around, I'd say that that's the third attack that this machine has. Every now and then they'll bounce out of the side, and if they hit you directly, if you go into direct contact with them, they will kill you in one hit. No hesitation. You want to be, they're very slow moving, they bounce in a pretty predictable pattern. I mean, a little erratic, but not too hard to dodge. Just move out of the way and you'll be fine. Another thing you'll want to know about boss encounters is, it's run into a lot of trouble here. Both my teammates are dead, but well, you normally want to revive them since they're all the way on the other side. There's a good risk of me dying. There's a lot of enemies on the way. If you just stay alive for 30 seconds, you don't die at all, they will respawn automatically, so they're not completely out of the fight. And they should actually be up soon. Yeah, okay, both of them are back up now. So basically, when both your teammates die in these kind of instances, there's no healer, there's no revive or anything like that. You just, basically, if you're the last man alive, just stay alive as long as possible. So we're just going to fast forward to the final parts where we kill the big boss guy. Right now I'm using my heavy machine gun. This thing does a little bit of damage. And I got my hit markers back. And yeah, just basically finishing up the job. And should be pretty much wrapped out. That his hit points don't look too good right now. And there we go. That's a wrap. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you have any questions or comments, please leave them in the box below. Thanks for watching.